Do you have any plans on getting back to a place where you can have her?
I've given up on that because I've tried several times. So I don't think I'll be trying that anymore.
What's up, YouTube? Atlanta Street Interviews out here with another one. So we got a young lady out here today. How you doing today, miss?
I'm fine. How are you?
I'm doing good. Thank you for asking. Thank you for asking. So, how old are you?
48.
48?
48. 48.
Jesus, you look great. You know, they say black don't crack, man. All right, well, 48. Are you homeless?
Yes, I am.
Okay. What would you say that has brought you to this point in your life of being homeless?
No opportunities and different referrals just not working out for me.
Okay, so let's start from here. So, how long have you been homeless?
Off and on for 5 years.
Off and on for 5 years?
Yes.
When you're not homeless, where are you living?
In and out of motels. Sometimes I luck up and get into a program.
Okay, so when you get into the programs, why doesn't that work out for you?
It's not really a program. For housing, you have to have steady income, which I do not have at the moment, but they do give you an opportunity and a chance to, they help you find a little job so you can pay for your little room and board. And you save a little money, be able to get a little phone so you can have communication. Some people are able to get on their feet from that.
So why weren't you able to?
Like I said, different referrals just didn't happen for me.
Just didn't work out?
It didn't work out.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning. So where are you from?
I'm from Atlanta.
Okay, so you're from here.
Mm-hmm.
And so growing up, did you have both your mother and your father in the household?
Yes, I did.
Okay. Do you have any siblings?
Yes, I do.
Okay, how many?
1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 so far that I know about.
Okay, older or younger?
Some older and one younger.
Where are you in the birth order?
Excuse me?
Where are you in the birth order?
Next to the last.
Okay, so you're next to the baby.
Yes.
Okay. And so when you was growing up, did you go to high school?
Yes, I did.
Okay, would you say that you had a fairly normal childhood growing up?
It was pretty normal. It was okay.
Okay. And you went to high school. Did you graduate?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So you graduated. Did you go to college?
Yes, I did.
Alrighty. And so did you graduate college?
No, I didn't.
Okay. What was your major?
Education.
Okay. So you wanted to be a teacher?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Why'd you stop going to college?
That's a good question. I can't answer that because I don't know. I just stopped. It just wasn't for me at the time.
Okay. How many, what level did you get up to?
Really, to be honest, on vocational level, I could have finished because I was just about done. As far as like medical records and all that, I see code 9, and insurance verification. But the education level part of it at the main college.
So you went to like a vocational school?
I went to regular university college, Morris Brown, and then I went to a vocational
Shout out Morris
school.
Brown. All right.
So yeah.
Okay. And so I'm gonna put a pin in that right there. Do you have any kids?
I had 3.
You had 3?
Mm-hmm.
Are they
They're
deceased?
still alive.
Okay.
They're just not with me.
Okay. How old are they?
One's grown in his 20s. I think my middle child, she's like 17, 18. And then my baby girl, she'll be 10.
Okay. And so the 2 that are still minors, who do they live with?
Relative of mine.
Okay. Is that like your siblings or mom or dad?
Cousin.
Okay, it's cousins. Okay. And how many different dads are there? There's 3 kids.
No, it's just 2.
Okay, 3 kids, 2 dads. So one that you had.
2.
Okay, so you had 2 with the first one.
Yes.
Were you ever married?
I've been married before, but I wasn't married to him.
All right, sorry, you two. We had to relocate real quick. But okay. So you had these. So how long did the first marriage last?
A year and a few months.
Why did that marriage dissolve?
Infidelity.
On whose part? Yours or his?
His.
So he cheated?
Yes.
How'd you find out?
Come home one day, found a condom wrap on the bed.
Okay. And that was enough to, how old were you?
In my late 20s.
Okay. And so who filed for divorce?
I did.
On the grounds of him cheating?
I just, what is it?
Irreconcilable differences?
Yes.
Was that the only problem in the relationship?
Yeah, pretty much.
Did you guys ever try counseling?
We did.
And it, I guess, was unsuccessful?
Yes, it was.
What came out during the counseling?
Nothing.
On his
end, nothing.
Did he promise that he would never do it again?
No, he didn't seem to think he did anything wrong. So
why not? What was his explanation?
I didn't do anything wrong. I don't need counseling.
So he felt like even though he had cheated, that he didn't do anything wrong?
Yes.
Okay. And so when you got married the second time, how old were you then?
In my 30s.
Okay. And how long did that marriage last?
Maybe 6 months or less.
6 months?
Yes.
Okay. So why did that marriage dissolve so quickly?
On my part, I think it was more so I didn't want to be by myself or alone. And I was just pretty much laid back about it.
Well, tell me, what specifically were you doing or not doing that lends itself to the idea that you was being laid back?
Just giving it one more try. Just to see if I can find real love, I guess, basically.
Why give up so quickly, though? Did you file for divorce?
I'm not sure how that went down.
Well, I mean, there's one...
Because once I left, I didn't pretty much...
So you just left the situation?
Violent tendencies.
Oh, so there was domestic violence going on?
No, because there was no physical, altercation, therefore, but just verbal.
Verbal violence on whose part?
On his part.
What about you? Were you ever verbally violent?
Yes, I did.
Okay. So both you guys were verbally violent?
Yes.
Okay. All right. And so you dissolved that marriage, or just kind of left that marriage, and then had another baby after that?
No, I already had my last child. I had already had her.
And who was that with? Was that with someone in between the marriages?
Pretty much. It was a surprise because I wasn't trying to have any more kids.
Was you in the relationship?
No.
Okay. And so the two kids that are minors, do they live with the same person, or are they in different households?
The first older two, they were in the same household. They weren't separated, as far as I know. And
when was the last time you saw the kids?
Maybe about 8 to 10 years ago.
Why has it been so long?
No communication. No communication.
Meaning what? You don't have a phone, or?
Well, I don't have a phone now. At the time, I had a phone. But I don't have a phone now. And I don't have anyone's phone contact or anything.
What about any of their social media, Facebook, or anything like that?
No.
Okay. And so how does that make you feel when you think about the fact that you haven't talked to them in so long?
There's no feeling at all, because once we spoke, and the caregiver for my kids, the best way I could say, or guardian, we spoke as well, and I was comfortable on a conversation. And
do you think that they miss you?
I don't know. I can't answer that.
Well, do you think that they miss having their biological mom in their life?
I don't think so. I think once we had our conversation.
What was the conversation like?
I just felt like I owed my son an explanation. And once we spoke upon it, and he told me he understood, and I told him I loved him, and I was able to let go.
Is there any drugs?
No.
Okay, so what was that conversation about? What did you explain to him that was the reason why you couldn't be in his life?
Due to some complications that I was unaware of.
Within you?
No, because I was working 2 jobs at the time.
So what type of complications?
So, well, I don't know how exactly to put it. I wouldn't say miscommunication or anything, but I wasn't aware that I was such a bad parent, I guess, or I didn't know what I was doing. Because basically I was just focused on making sure we kept the roof over our head. And
So you felt like you wasn't active or you wasn't present enough?
I assume so, because like I said, I was working 2 jobs. I wasn't thinking about anything negative or going out or anything.
And so
I felt like they were stolen from me, basically.
you felt like the kids were stolen from you?
Yes.
By who?
Family member. Like, I felt like I was sideswiped.
Why would they want to steal the kids from you?
I didn't get an explanation or anything. But at the end of it all, it's not negative, I would say, because when I started going downhill, I appreciated it all at the end.
Why did you start going downhill? Why did you go from being able to take care of yourself to being on the street?
My finances were taken from me, well, stolen out of my checking account. So I was unable to pay for my car insurance, also pay for my,
Who stole your money?
I have no idea. It was stolen out of my checking account.
So there was money in your checking account,
Of
and then
course.
all of a sudden there wasn't?
Yes.
Were you working at the time?
Yes.
So why couldn't you just wait until your next check and then, pay your bills and do all that stuff?
Because my next check never came. It never hit my account because I had direct deposit. And then all the extra in, money-wise, was also stolen. So
How old were the kids when they were taken from you?
2 and 6.
So that's pretty much most of their life that they grew up with the family members.
Yes.
Okay. And the 10-year-old,
She was always with me.
she's always with you?
Up until she was 6, I want to say.
And so you haven't seen her in years either?
Well, I saw her year before, was probably last summer. I had a visit then.
And how did she greet you?
Normally, she was running her mouth as usual.
Do you have any plans on getting back to a place where you can have her?
I've given up on that because I've tried several times. So I don't think I'll be trying that anymore.
Okay. And so, what, if anything, are you doing to try to get yourself out of this position and get off the street?
I've tried 1 or 2, well, really basically one program that they had me in.
How long ago
But-
was that?
Maybe 2-3 months ago. So it just didn't happen for me for whatever reason.
Okay.
I feel like I'm a lost cause.
Okay. So, if anyone on the off chance were to see this video and wanted to reach out or help, do you have any way that they could reach out to you? Do you have a Cash App or any social media or anything like that?
No, I do not.
If any of your family members, any of the many siblings that you have or anybody else, if they were to see this video and see that, do they know that you're homeless?
I'm not for sure.
If
I don't
they-
have a phone, so
If they were to see this video, do you think that they would want to come and get you off the street?
probably so, but it most likely probably wouldn't be that easy because I'm never in the same place consistently. So
Do you want to get off the street?
yes, I do.
So if one of your siblings offered you a couch and a warm roof over your head, you
I
would accept that?
Yes, I would.
Okay. All right. Well, listen, miss, we definitely wish you nothing but the best out here. And we hope that that your situation changes. All right?
Thank you.
Make sure you have a good one today, okay?
All right, you too.